Does everyone know what this is?
Yes.
Yeah, that's a Sour Patch watermelon. All right. So what if I told you that all you need to do to be happy in this life is just eat one of these? Probably be a little confused and maybe think I've lost my mind, right? But this is kind of what the world tells you to do. So the world doesn't literally tell you to eat a Sour Patch watermelon and then you'll be happy. But they do suggest certain things that you should do that will make you happy. So this is the first big one for me, get into a good college. So as a high school kid who really wanted to be happy, I heard this, I internalized it deeply, and I thought that in order to be happy, I had to get into a good college. So I poured my life force energy in high school into making sure that this happened. And I did it. So the thing about these candies is that once you consume them, once you fulfill the thing, once you get into the college, it's absolutely amazing. It feels so good. It feels like this release, like you finally made it. But they lose their sour pretty quickly. It starts to wear off. And then it disappears and you're left with this feeling. That's kind of scary. Right? That's first. That's later. Okay, so what is my next slide? Oh, yeah. So the world then comes in after this flavor wears off and they say, you know what? You just got to eat one more. Just get that corporate job and then you're going to have that feeling that you're looking for. Okay, so at this point I'm like, you know what? I'm on to you. All right? I'm on to you. I'm going to start a YouTube channel. Okay, so this is what they said would make me happy. And I decided, you know what? Listening to these things that the world is telling me is going to make me happy, the college, the grades, it's not going to work, so I'm going to go my own way. Start this YouTube channel. Skateboarding makes me happy. Making videos makes me happy. Maybe I can get famous and make a living off this and escape the matrix. Okay, and I did it. Yeah. Okay, I put everything into this because I was disappointed by the first few Sour Patches. So I put everything into this. I really wanted this, and I did it. And people are recognizing me at skate parks. I'm living on my own in Bushwick. Right? I escaped the matrix, right? Okay, but here's the thing. This is what they said would make me happy. My big plan to break free. It's still a Sour Patch. Okay? So I really thought that I figured it out, but the thing is that I carried the same fundamental misunderstanding about where happiness comes from. It still wears off. The YouTube fame, being this skateboarder, this person living in Bushwick, living the dream, it started to... This started to fade as well. And I really thought this red one would work. So when I started to feel bored and like I was on a hamster wheel and like I was burnt out, and I made this thing my identity and I told everyone about it and I was so excited about it, so to feel that wear off and not feel happy and fulfilled by it anymore, that was really scary. That was really scary, and that's when I had an existential crisis, and I started going to therapy and all of that. That's me living the dream. I have. Oh yeah, and here's all my collections of things I thought would make me happy, and there's the red one. Okay, so at this point, I'm kind of hitting a wall. And then my friend Chad Caruso on a skateboarding trip introduces me to meditation. Okay, and everything changes for me at this point. So it took me a long time to figure out what this meditation stuff was about. But what happened was I stopped grabbing all these candies and seeking desperately for happiness in there. And I started looking within myself for the first time. And this is what I found there. This is the eternal gobstopper within. So the more I meditated, the more I found out that the source of happiness comes from within me. And in meditation, you can cultivate this happiness. You can grow it from the source. And I learned to spread it from myself unto others. And I realized that it's not from the Sour Patch. You can still eat these things, and you can still do your worldly things. They're still very beautiful. I have a podcast now. But what I really want to leave you with is this. If anyone listening is in the position I was in, just desperately seeking the feeling of fulfillment, happiness, the feeling of being okay, desperately seeking it in these things that are gonna wear off. Try meditation. Try to look for where the source of the happiness is, because you will find it. It is within each and every one of you. Thank you.